Hi, I'm Bruce Hayter, Managing Partner at Rix Kay Solicitors, with offices in Uckfield, Seaford, Brighton and Hove, Sevenoaks and Ashford. It's that time of year again when the Legal 500 and Chambers make their announcements. Employment, Kent, Surrey and Sussex. Private client, agriculture and estates. Charities and not-for-profit. Contentious trusts and probate. Family in Kent, Surrey and Sussex. Personal tax, trust and probate in Kent, Surrey and Sussex. Commercial property in Kent, Surrey and Sussex. Construction and sport, where both Richard Cripps and myself have been named as experts and leaders in their field. Rix Kay has achieved the following in the Chambers UK rankings. For Brighton and surrounds, agricultural and rural business, family and matrimonial, private client. For the South, construction, litigation, real estate litigation, and also in the South, corporate, mergers and acquisitions, and UK-wide court protection. Individuals have also received recognition in the Chambers UK rankings. Nick Fagg, Alan Zeal, Miranda Martin, Alan Foster, Francis Wallace, Max Wright, Amanda Attrell, David Ashton and myself, Bruce Hayter. I'd now like to introduce my colleague Kathryn Paisley, who works with me in the corporate team. Kathryn's going to talk about her experiences at Rix Kay since she joined us some 18 months ago and works on a very flexible basis.
Hello, my name's Kathryn Paisley and I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about flexible working at Rix Kay Solicitors. I'm a corporate solicitor with about 9 years post-qualification experience, most of which I gained at 2 firms in the city. In common with many solicitors, both men and women, I took a career break, and in my case that was when I had my family, starting about 10 years ago. I then moved out of London, and after a while I decided I was ready to resume my career in law if at all possible. I was quite apprehensive about the possibility of doing that, not least because historically corporate law and part-time work haven't gone together terribly well. I knew that Rix Kay was a very fine firm and was located locally to where I lived, so I approached them with my story. The firm seemed willing right from the start to embrace the unconventional and to be willing to discuss the possibility of my returning to work after a long absence and on a part-time basis. There was no suggestion that my desire to work part-time might be a hindrance to my career at any stage. Instead, we entered into negotiations and we discussed what hours might suit both of us and the clients of the firm. It was acknowledged by both parties that there might be a certain learning curve with my returning to work after a long absence, and so we agreed that it would definitely be on a suck-it-and-see basis. What really made Rix Kay stand out for me when I did start at work was that we continued to talk throughout about how the flexible arrangements were working for both parties and of course for the firm's clients. Nothing was ever imposed on me in terms of working hours or arrangements. We've now settled on an arrangement whereby, in theory at least, I work 5 mornings a week. Of course, being a corporate lawyer with a transactional bent, there are many occasions when those part-time hours don't work. On those occasions, I, in common with anyone else, work hours far in excess of those I'm contracted to do. But on the other hand, when we're not quite so busy and there isn't the same urgency about a transaction perhaps, I have enormous flexibility in my work. The firm has always wholeheartedly acknowledged that I have a life outside of work as well as one within it. Now, I don't want you to think from all of that I'm alone in this firm. Far from it. There are a great many of us in this firm, fee earners and support staff alike, who don't fit the traditional 9-to-5 model. Rix Kay is a great promoter of the belief that one size really does not fit all. We might not all be able to work the traditional 8-hour day, but that doesn't mean that we're not able to work or that we don't want to work, and the firm is very proactive and forward-thinking in encouraging that. There are also a great many people in my position who want to return to work after a career break. I know very few corporate lawyers who are part-time, although I'm not the only one in this firm, but we do know that there are an awful lot of solicitors who would be interested in working part-time or indeed on returning to work after a break, and the firm will never discourage them from applying. I think it's also worth pointing out that some of the partners work on a part-time or flexible basis, so there is no bar to career progression by wanting to work more flexibly. I think I have quite the best work-life balance of any corporate lawyer I know, and I wouldn't be in the position I am in without Rix Kay's proactive approach to flexible working. So if you are someone who wishes to develop his or her career, but maybe doesn't fit the traditional 9-to-5 model, then please do give us a call, as I'm sure we'd be delighted to hear from you.
I'm delighted that Kathryn has told you about her life at Rix Kay, and you've also heard about the Legal 500 and Chambers rankings. If you'd like to find out a little bit more about Rix Kay and think it may be time to make your mark, then please contact me, Bruce Hayter, Managing Partner, or Jenny Reardon, HR Manager at Rix Kay Solicitors.